Hello and welcome to this demo on target element validation. In this demo, we'll explore how the target element validation feature helps us analyze our targeting methods and improve their reliability. We are starting from an already created blank process. To demonstrate target element validation feature, we'll use a simple type into activity to enter the value in the onUsCheck input field in the WI application. First, let's add a Use Application or Browser activity and indicate the WI application. Next, we'll drag a Type into activity in the Do container of the Use App card. Then select Indicate Target on screen. With the wizard on display, we'll indicate the onUsCheck input field in the WI application. The field is identified as a target and the onUsCheck label as an anchor. Let's take a moment to discuss how the targeting methods work. We know that by default, in modern design, we have three targeting methods: selector, fuzzy selector, and image. We can use these for both the target UI element and the anchor UI element. Under the hood, Robot tries all the possible combinations with target and anchor targeting methods and executes them in parallel. At runtime, the targeting methods work in redundance. This means that the robot executes all possible combinations between target and anchor in parallel. Our target, onUsCheck input field, has one anchor, onUsCheck label name. Here, the robot generates 9 target anchor combinations and executes them. The 9 combinations for our selection are 1. Both target and anchor using selector. 2. Target with selector and anchor with fuzzy selector. 3. Target with selector and anchor with image. 4. Target with fuzzy selector and anchor with selector. 5. Both target and anchor with fuzzy selector. 6. Target with fuzzy selector and anchor with image. 7. Target with image and anchor with selector. 8. Target with image and anchor with fuzzy selector. 9. Both target and anchor with image. The identification stops when the first target anchor combination finds the element or when the timeout expires. It's important to note that each individual targeting method may return more than one candidate, UI elements, or similar elements. In these cases, matching is done based on the relative position between the anchor and the target. Let's click Show All Matches for each target element to get a better view of the candidates. The target selector identifies the target input field correctly. The target fuzzy selector, however, matches all 3 fields. And so does the target image. As for the anchor targeting methods, the selector will be able to identify the label correctly. So does the anchor fuzzy selector. However, the anchor image returns 2 matches. This means our pool of candidates consists of all 3 input fields: the onUsCheck label and the not onUsCheck label. We'll see if this causes any issue. Here we can make use of the Validate button. This feature checks the validity of all possible combinations of targeting methods, provides a score based on how many correctly identify the target, and indicates which combinations may fail. Let's click Validate. In our case, the yellow highlights on the WI app indicate that we have a duplicate match. Hovering over the Validate button, we can see that our validation score is 89%. Let's investigate. We can do this by checking the icons next to each targeting method. Here, the target icon indicates that one of the selector pairs was the first to successfully identify the element. The blue check mark here means that the fuzzy selector method has identified the target in combination with at least one of the non-equivalent methods. The duplicate icon indicates that when the same method is used for both the target and the anchor, in our case, image targeting method, it returns duplicate matches based on the validation results. However, the targeting method did work when paired with other targeting methods. This means that if all the other methods fail, the image target with image anchor combination will not work. So, Out of the 9 possible combinations, at least one is failing. If we check the anchor targeting methods, we'll see the same icons. We could tell that at runtime, the selector pair identifies the element first, fuzzy works well, and image returns a duplicate. As a quick note, there's one more icon you should know about, the one displayed when a targeting method fails. To see it, we'll temporarily break the selector and click Validate again. We can see the red circle / symbol icon. It indicates that this method failed to identify any elements. Let's quickly revise all the icons related to validation and their respective meaning. Target icon represents that the targeting method was fastest among all others. Blue checkmark indicates the method worked but was not the fastest. Duplicate icon implies the method found duplicates and the correct element could not be identified by using this method. Red circle / symbol icon means that the method failed to identify any elements. Now let's fix the selector and see how we can address the duplicate match. One way to do this is to fine-tune the pair. In our case, increasing the image accuracy for the field wouldn't do much. But let's test it if it does for the label. Let's increase the image accuracy above 90 and click Validate again. Problem solved. We can see the blue check mark next to the image targeting method. Keep in mind that using high image accuracy might cause problems later. There's another method which we recommend for addressing these types of issues: adding another anchor. Let's return to lower image accuracy. Now, let's click Validate again. We are back to our earlier state. Let's add one more anchor to the target. Hover over the target element and add another anchor on the cache-in field. Let's validate again. We can see here that the image no longer returns duplicate matches. As we added another anchor to our target, will there be any changes when generating the target? Anchor combinations? Yes. It no longer works with 9 combinations, but with 27. As we added one more anchor, in turn, it increases the target and anchor combinations. Let's hover over the validation button to see the score. It's now 100%. Let's confirm our selection and go back to Studio and provide the value to be type in on us check field and press Enter from our keyboard. It's time to run the workflow. It ran successfully. With this, we have reached the end of this demo on target element validation. Let's do a quick recap. Targeting methods for modern UI automation activities work in target anchor combinations and redundancy. The Validate option checks all combinations, provides a validation score, and indicates issues. We can investigate potential problems by checking the icons next to each targeting method. When needed, we can add more anchors to resolve issues. Make sure to try this feature out when building your next UI automation with modern activities. Can you think of situations where you did not get a 100% validation score? After watching this video, you can go back to those and apply the things you've learned here. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next demo.